up. Bring this, bring something. All they want is easy living. You must work. Oh, it ain't gonna work on me, brethren. Don't get jerked. Every person must work. Work hard. Work the way you want. Every person must work. Work. Young or old. Every person must work. Fight and leave your chicks. Work hard. Money isn't religion. You won't get it for free. I don't like that. Crime is not the solution. Open your eyes and see. Every person must work. Work. Jamaica must work. Every person must work. Get it on England. The whole world. Working is a thing that you should love. Working is a thing that everyone should love.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
That's right, man. It's that time again. 21 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning time. Good morning to you, Roleza.
Morning. I just feel like we should have just have a nice old school session till 7:35.
One of these days.
No, this morning you start off with Barrington Levy. Come on. You know how hard it was for me to break that song to have to come into this segment?
Yeah, bring my memories.
So me here doing this was Bogle. Why do you do this? Right. So me here doing the Bogle. Yeah. Boy, those are the days. Yeah. And pepper seed.
You remember did you have the Bogle dance?
There's pepper seed and you go so and you rock and come up.
There's another one.
Butterfly.
Yeah, the butterfly.
Shadow hardware. All right, folks, we are back with you for another day. And Maka say every posse must work. Mm-hmm. Work harder, all right? Whether it is you are working for somebody else, you're working with government, private sector, or you are self-employed. It's the start of another day. Work.
Well,
right?
I guess all the visitors, should be back home by now.
No, people still leaving. People still trickling out.
Well, yeah. I think tomorrow, my good friend Kojo, leaving tomorrow.
Yes,
morning, Kojo.
He leaves tomorrow, but people still trickling out. I think what some persons try to do, well, if they have vacation afforded to them, vacation days that is, they spend some extra time, right? And I like to see when that happens. Although it depends. It depends how much vacation days you have and how well you want to spread them out. But home is home for a lot of persons. And, as we've always been encouraging, that not to just come for the carnival. Yes, we want you to come for the carnival, but Vinci has so much more to offer. The sun, sea, and sand, and the ecotourism aspects, and all those good stuff.
There's a friend of mine who came for a funeral. Strange enough, he came for a funeral around the Christmas time, the carnival time. Mm-hmm. And we were complaining about the undertakers that be at the
hospital.
The hospital.
That crossed my mind the other day because remember I had a funeral to go to on Friday. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why it came to me, and I was there saying, I wonder how people react to individuals who are there at the hospital working for the different funeral homes, knowing that your loved one just passed and you are being approached by somebody.
Exactly what the person was complaining about.
Yeah. I mean,
as soon as the person passed, there were like two undertakers, from two different companies, coming towards him, and he like, man, just give me a break.
Yeah.
You
see, on one hand, I could understand their role, right? In that, okay, yes.
Yeah, but do they allow on the ward? Do they allow on the ward really? Because the person just passed.
Yeah. So what I was going to say, right? I understand it on one hand where it's a hustle. And I'm sorry that I have to say it like that, but it is a hustle.
It sounds strange.
It sounds strange, but it is a hustle, right? So they are hustling to be able to at the end of the day earn a salary, right? And I can also, in some ways, see the convenience of it in that as the person who has to now deal with the burial of their loved ones, you don't have to go far to figure out who do I go to because this person is approaching you.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm wondering if the person is ready for that as yet.
So that is
the
it.
Person just passed.
Yeah, so that is it. So I can understand it in that. So the person has just passed, right? Let me just get this funeral home. Because this person has approached me, I would go with this person, and then in my own time, in my own way, when I'm away from the hospital, I can go ahead and grieve because grieving is a personal thing. Right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you grieve there at the hospital or afterwards. Grieving is a personal thing, and it's going to be ongoing, right? So I can understand the convenience of having somebody approach you. You say, all right, you know what, you here, you deal with this. Let's get the process started, and in my own time, I grieve, but I can understand also how it can seem a little insensitive.
Yeah, because the process just passed and this undertaker's approaching you right away.
Yeah.
I could understand.
Yeah, but I don't even know why it is that crossed my mind because I was there thinking about.
And I heard more than one person complaining about it.
Yeah,
undertakers like just walking around the wards. Just to
walking around the wards sound like the angel of death, just waiting to see who dropped.
But but I heard person complaining about it.
Yeah, but
as you mentioned, it's a hustle for them.
Yeah.
But you as the person, loved one who just passed. It's gonna be on your mind right away.
Yeah, I know that. I think there's a funeral home that is opposite the cemetery, a hospital. That's where it is. Yeah, I know there was one. So I could kind of maybe appreciate the proximity, to the hospital with that one, but to actually be there at the hospital,
there's something. If I won the lottery, I wanna go into.
Home?
Yeah, it takes a lot of money to start, but it's a business that will make a nice little profit.
Would forever be going. Yeah. As morbid as it sounds, because you don't want to be celebrating death in a sense of profiting from death, but each of us has to die. And while it is I was there at the funeral, they're saying every single one of us who's in attendance at this funeral, we are going to pass away at some point in time. So these funeral homes are forever going to be in business, and all the other spill-off businesses that make that engage the services of helping to bury someone, they will always be making money.
Yeah, it's a nice business, I think.
But I don't know. I just sometimes wonder if the cost to bury somebody, if it needs to be that expensive, because, and I've said this before, the coffin just going into the ground, the casket just going into the ground. You're not seeing it again, right? And all of this money that we put into burying someone, is it really and truly necessary?
I remember when my father passed, my mother wanted to, she always believed in giving him a good send-off.
Yeah.
Buy a nice expensive coffin. But in my mind, why?
Yeah. I get it. Like I'm still torn whether I actually want to be buried or cremated. All I was having an interesting conversation with.
Does it really matter if you cremated or buried?
Cremated because I wanted. Well, Mr. I don't know if the costing. I don't know if cremation should be cheaper, but I don't know if I actually want to be placed in a ground. Right? I could be kept with my family.
It doesn't matter. You won't know anything.
No, but I could express my wishes. Listen, I always said that I would not have a problem planning my funeral. But for how I am,
you plan it.
I have no problem planning my funeral.
You have time to plan it, so go ahead and plan it.
But it just sounds so. I've already made this deal with God, right? I said, God, I don't want any sickness. I don't want any sudden death. I just want to die of old age on my bed. I've
really?
put in my request to God for that, right?
How old you wanna die?
I think 80 something. 80 something is fine. I should think. I should think, right? So that's me expressing my wishes to God. But I prefer maybe in a sense, and I think this goes for everybody who's like in my life in a way that I don't like sudden death, right? While it is that it's never going to be easy to know somebody passing, I rather know that I could quote unquote prepare for your passing as opposed to, hey, you're gone on the road and then that's it.
Something happened.
Something happened.
Good morning to you, Joycelyn. Joycelyn, this is waste of time. This funeral home, they're ripping off.
Ripping off people?
Oh, yeah, they're ripping off people.
Yeah.
You think so? I don't really think so.
I would know. I'm thankful that I've never had to be intimately involved in preparing for anybody's funeral. I'm so happy up to this point in time that I've not had to. So I don't even, and I keep wondering, like, how do you even go about preparing for a funeral? I would have to ask somebody.
For example, like if your mother passed or your father passed.
Yeah. I've never been involved in that.
Prepare for it.
Yeah, so. But I mean, at some point the time will come. I would eventually learn. But yeah, it's kind of rough, I suppose even just having to think about it, it's rough. So, but I suppose maybe one of the things too is when you're alive, you express your wishes in terms of when you are to die, what it is that you might want. I will say up front, I do not want any fake flowers at my graveside. If I am to be buried, no fake flowers.
I don't really care because I won't know anything.
Points.
Yeah.
Points. Yeah.
Listen, I won't know nothing whatsoever. Yeah. Whether it's a band playing or a truck with music playing or I have artificial flowers or I have real flowers. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't want an expensive coffin. Like I've said, give me a coffin made out of pallet and we good. Right? So just put on a nice fabric over it because I love pallet furniture. Just give me that and we good. This thing about doing anything extravagant, spending a set of money for something that's going into the ground, never to be seen again. To me, me personally,
this is a good send off.
Yeah,
nice send off.
And that's the thing. Like the funeral that I went to on Friday, I enjoyed the funeral service, and it's kind of weird to probably say that. But it's the second funeral that I've gone to the year that I've actually enjoyed, right? Because of the tributes that were given, the music that was playing, because it helped to lift the spirits of people and everything. It was like a really good send-off. And that's what it is I like. I especially like going to funerals of older folks because I feel as if I'm not as sad in that they've lived their life. They've been able to enjoy enough of life. So when you go to that funeral, it feels like a celebration of their life. You see, young people, those are the hardest funerals to go to. Like my age group and under, those were rough.
I agree.
Yeah. But
it's life.
Yeah, such is life, folks. Such is life. All right.
So big up to the undertakers who, making the hustle down at the hospital. I mean, as you mentioned, Roleza is a hustle. So
I don't even like using it because I just say think about the conductors who come to you trying to grab your bag and say, "Tanti, you're going." It's like camp park, Georgetown. Yeah, I don't like.
It's that kind of hustle.
It is like that.
And I don't like it though. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah, but. How did we get here, Maka? It's you, It's always you. All right. So, let me see. So let me just say good morning to two persons who I met in town yesterday before it slips me. Good morning to Loman and the other lady who I met in Middle Street. I can't remember your name right now, but good morning to you as well. All right.
She sells in Middle Street?
Nah, she was just, so I happened to be talking to somebody and she heard my voice. She's like, "You work on WEFM." I was like, "Well, yes." So I guess I have this distinctive voice. And I'm seeing Pat here on the live said she told her children to put her in the cheapest box. And
I agree.
That's my mother too. My mother actually told me to just put her in the cheapest thing. Yeah, but I don't know if when it comes down to
how they used to bury persons long ago in a sheet, right?
And I think some still do. Is it the Muslims? I think somebody still do. They just wrap them up in a sheet and yeah,
if I could get wrapped up in a sheet, that would be nice.
Yeah. That's why I say express your wishes.
Because
you had
the thing
to tell
is
people.
I don't know if I will be wrapped up in a sheet or if I will be.
But you can express your wishes and tell the person
Even though
if
I
they
express
don't.
my wishes, I don't know.
So I'm going to tell you, express your wishes and tell them if they don't fulfill your wishes, they're coming back to haunt them. And that's should take them on the straight and the narrow. All right, folks, we are going to head out of this segment and go directly into this morning's traffic talk.
Nothing else sounds as good